Hello, welcome to the interface of the Fusion 360. So in the Fusion 360, we are having many things to discuss, but I am discussing the things in a very brief manner. The first thing which we need to understand in the Fusion 360 is the data panel. So on the left corner in the top corner, we can see a dashboard that is called as data panel. So if we click on the data panel, whatever the files which I have to save or the files which already saved, all the files will be appeared in the data box or the data panel. So after that, we have to see for the main menu. In the main menu, I am having a various workspaces or the workstations. So let's say design. So design is generally used to create a 2D, 3D and assembly interfaces. So generative design for optimization of the objects. Rendering to give a realistic design or the coloring. Animation is one thing which I can assembly or animate the things how assembly is done. Simulation, the FEA process, all FEA process means finite element analysis of all the problems can be done in the simulation workspace. Manufacture, it is used to generate NC codes, means numerically control codes, which act as an input to the CNC machines or lathe machines or 3D printing or unconventional machines, etc. And here in drawing we are, it is called drafting. So drafting in a sense create from an isometric object, that is a 3D object, we can convert the front view, top view, side view, all the things in the drawing interface. So first we need to discuss about the design interface. In the first 4 experiments to 5 experiments, we are discussing only about the design and the various experiments related to this design. So apart of this, what are the other things which I have in the Fusion 360 is the browser. So whatever the objects or the bodies that I am having, it will be saved in the browser interface. So whatever this little tiny objects, this play, forward, backward, all these options now, this is called as timeline. The sequence of operations. The sequence of operations and the step-by-step procedure is being recorded in the timeline. If I want to edit something or re-edit or edit the dimension or edit the size or the shape of the body, I need to do it from the timeline. Next, this is called as view toolbar. In the view toolbar, we are having orbit, which is used to rotate the screen and look at in if I have to see the screen in one particular view with respect to the body, then I can use the option look at, and pan option, which is used to switch the workspace from one point to another point, zoom in, zoom out, and fit to the screen. If the screen is being zoomed out for long time, for longer level, and if I want to retrieve to the original position, then I can use the fit option. There is some shortcut for the fit that we will see in the later on. So this thing we call it as a view cube. Okay, in the view cube we are having the home button and the display of all the views, let's say top view, front view, side view, right view, left view, bottom view. Rotate this cube, I can hold this cube, and if I click on the top view, just the complete home page or the workspace will be redirected to the home top view. And if I want to revert back it to the home position, just click on the home button there. The complete setup will again revert to the uh, isometric stage. So this particular thing which is present at the center of the system, we call it as a local coordinates, and the coordinates which is present on the top, we call it as a global coordinates. So the global coordinates mainly used to just retrieve the positions or zoom to particular area or zoom to particular location only. But whatever this local coordinates are concerned, it consists of a origin point, 3 axis, x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, and the xy plane, yz plane, as well as a zx plane. So in a detailed view, if you want to check, we have an origin option here. So if I turn off this, if we observe here, the black color mark is active on. So black color mark active, in a sense the display is on. If I want to turn off the origin, just click on the I button once again. So the origin get vanished. So if I want to revert back or bring it back the origin, just click on this I option. So make sure any option from the browser which is highlighting in the black, it may be sketch, it may be body, it may be component. If it is highlighted in the black, then only it is displayed in the workstation. If not, it is been hidden. So make sure your origin option is on. So what are the other contents in the origin? Is origin we have here x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, xy plane, yz plane, as well as xz plane. So these are the combination. One origin, three axis, as well as the three planes together we call from one set of family that we call it as a coordinates, and this coordinates in terminology we call it as a local coordinates. This local coordinates will help me give the dimensions to take the reference everything. To start a new sketch, because we are in the 3D interface, I need to switch it to the 2D interface. So to switch from 3D interface to the 2D interface, I need to first click on create sketch. So create sketch, and then select any one of the plane. I can select, if I want to work with the front view of the drawing, then select XY plane, or side view, then select YZ plane. In the top view or the bottom view, select XZ plane. So now I wanted to work with the front view, so I just want to click XY plane. So first thing is select the create sketch and then select any one of the plane. Vice versa also can be done. So if we observe, the interface is been completely changed. Now in two-dimensional things, first thing we must know is there are four main toolbars. So how many? There are four main toolbars. So first toolbar is create option, next toolbar is modify option, and the third toolbar is constraint option, and the fourth one is the sketch palette. In the first toolbar we are having some basic commands and what are the performance and the sub options of the basic commands. So first I had made a drawing, the basic drawing, and if I want to modify something, and modify command will be helping me to make these small modifications. After this I am having the constraint command. So means I have to command something to this particular diagram, then I can use the constraint command. Then I have the sketch palette. Sketch palette I can say refer something like the settings, the setting option for the body. So with this I conclude this lecture 1, and we in the next lecture we will be seeing how to start with the create option, how to use this modify commands and the constraint commands, and basic sketches. Thank you.